Okay, continue our trip in the Underdark.
What is my task? I am out
I
of
I don't
sight of
think we'll be
others.
moving here without a
Consider it done.
scout. Yeah, that's it.
I am out of sight of others.
Be quick with
On my
I'll
honor.
kill for less.
I will do my best.
Neutrals. They look like they have a camp
I
there.
am out of sight of others.
This
What
is
do you
definitely the
want,
first
Bray?
place
That be
we should
sounding
hit.
right?
Horde and Horror Rin of Saman. Biconia can speak with him. Of course, Malaviconia. I'm at your service in all matters. Wait, Karlik. She bears no house insignia that I know. Look at her companions. She is outcast. Ah, I shall treasure this moment. The proud Trow, humbled by a keen-eyed Duergar. You dare! Mordin dares nothing, I assure you. Though it is simply good policy to understand who you are dealing with. You must excuse my fellows, but it is not often that those not directly associated with the house pass this way. Yes, very seldom. They do not live long. Well, unfortunate things can happen in the depths, but we do not partake in such events. I'm Karlik, a trader of sorts. I'm Thule. I'm looking for a couple of other surfacers, as you say. I haven't seen many strangers around here, and I talk to everyone. Well, almost. Those two creepy ones were back, Karlik. Remember? The neckbiter and the mage. Oh yeah, those two. Bad news, I'd wager. I've seen them near the Drow City. Must be up to dirty dealings, those of Morak. Dark elves don't usually let strangers live. Yeah, they are the ones I'm looking for. Bodhi and Irenicus. I'll have to go after them. Well, then I wish you luck, though you won't be able to simply walk into the Drow City. That place will come down on your head harder than a hark tunnel on unshored. That's their choice to make, Finderling. No need to worry them more. Ask about before you go assaulting that place. Might be a better way. Huh. Well, in any case, I've wares to sell if you're interested. Always looking for fresh faces to trade with, no matter the colors of shadow in you. Okay, let's see what you have. I do have a sort of a interest in buying a normal weapon for the frontline fighters. Ooh, new spells. Oh yes, a few new spells, not many, but still. Hmm, here the leads. Find two normal short swords. I need to buy weapons for Viconia too, but he doesn't have any. Okay, there are a few things we want to do here. Freedom spell is a 9th level and it's very cheap here, 1250, so we'll buy all 4 of them there. We'll teach it for the 3 of them and we'll cast one of them. Spell shield. Seems useful, but I doubt we'll be casting it. Same with a lot of other spells. Spell sequencer, 7th level. I think we have it. Yeah. Although Imoen will not stay as for the 9th level. It's a gigantic waste. I'm not sure if he can get 9th level spells in the first place. And freedom, it cancels imprisonment. I think it also cancels labyrinth, the maze creatures. Releases them immediately. Not exactly sure, but we might. The scrolls themselves would be useful. Now, what we do want to do is cast one of them. Been pretty busy these last few days. You come through those 2 others. Bad sign it is. What do you say that? Common sense. Outsiders always cause trouble. Nothing more to say about it, really. There will be no such trouble. I will be a guide. No offense, but trouble may find you, Maladrau. I would be careful in this place if I were you. Many dangers around many corners. You will be lucky to live. I myself have seen death here recently. Even the powerful cannot escape it. What are you talking about? No real secrets for those that travel here frequently. A trespasser that got his due from someone he crossed. Well, I suppose it did not end in death, but it was a mighty battle regardless. I do not know who the aggressor was, but I know who lost. Who was that? A mage of power, I'm sure, though not powerful enough in the end. A pity too. He seemed intent on unearthing an artifact of old or some such. Interesting. The risk so much for exploration. He must have been seeking something very valuable indeed. Then I call right to it. And no backtalk from you, mage. I know your sort gets all grabby about such things. And his reward for his effort? Worse than death, even though he seemed willing to share. Imprisoned, magically confined in the cavern north of here. Pity. Tell me the details. You would have to ask him for that. I only know what I have said. Apologies. So that's why we
I
would
am out
be
of sight
like
of
to use the
others.
freedom scroll. I don't want to use it yet. Mage imprisoned. If it really casting a freedom spell releases all things that are imprisoned on the map, so you don't have to go to a
I am out of
specific
sight
place
of
to
others.
cast it.
What do you require? Yes.
As long as you cast it somewhere on the map, everything imprisoned here gets released. Air elementals, air elemental gates.
I am out of sight of others.
Drow contingency, drow contingencies triggering. Okay. Earth elemental gates. Fire elemental gates.
I am out of sight of others.
It doesn't look like there's anything really nearby. You accept a group of drow priestesses, and drow casters of some kind.
Me axe be bloody ready.
Out of sight of others.
Okay,
I'll
this might
do
be
as
a
you
good
wish.
opportunity
Now.
for us to get a few free kills. Not sure I want to do that though. Hmm. What we could do though is, yeah, staff of fire, and I think we have a staff of air. Yes.
And later I'll split your gut open. A skull breaker.
It's a staff that has the ability to slay air elementals. So not sure if it's is it worth it? I mean, compared to just using normal attacks.
Bark your orders already.
I will tolerate on all. Labor will help.
Yes?
I do not
Victory
care how
shall
much
be
you're
ours.
being prodded all the
You
time.
know this.
My weapon is no effect. What is my task? Very well.
Be quick with it.
A solid hit. Ugh.
Lil Allure! For sure!
Not sure. They don't spawn here endlessly.
Let's see what your guts be looking like.
A complete miss.
Yeah, kill it.
Beneath the
Let's
earth,
see
our
what your
fates await
guts
us.
be
Okay,
looking
there's
like.
still.
We shouldn't
That's
go
it. There
far
seems to be
lie in
quite a
our
lot of them.
graves.
Aye, the dwarf bloody do it. What do you find?
Leave me be.
What you want?
What is it now?
Level up for you. That's what. 7th and 8th level spell. And we're getting closer to the 3 million experience point line. That is important. Here I'm definitely taking more Mordekainen's sword because the illicit threat here.
Me axe be bloody ready.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be continuing with this. Not worth.
I best be paid well for this.
And the experience is always welcome, but it's also unnecessary. So not sure what we're gonna do here. Joe
On my
aren't
honor, I am out of
easy,
done.
easy opponents. Always spells or other things we cast. Yeah, no way you can
I will
bypass
tolerate only
them
so
just
much.
I
by
am
being
out
a
of
little
sight
bit
of others.
sneaky. Best it would probably be just let's test the simulacrum. Okay, what can you
Leave me
cast?
be.
Okay, Drew Sight will dispel it without a doubt though, so that sucks ass.
I am out of sight of others.
Yeah, still has the same item abilities too, which is ridiculous.
What is it now?
Infinite invisibility. So you can do a lot of nasty things with this. The spells aren't all that impressive. So
If I
simulacrum,
must.
if you want to throw a lot of low damage spells, I guess, or low level spells, let's put it that way, then this might be fine.
I am out of sight of others.
Another dank hole with which to improve
Yeah,
my mood.
magic resistance, magic resistance, magic resistance, magic resistance, and save versus spell. So simulacrum at the moment, for a caster at least, isn't all that useful.
I am out of sight of others.
I will
Let's see what
tolerate
they'll
only
cast.
so. Labor will help.
Eh? Have killed for less.
Yeah, a lot of buffs. Physical mirror. A lot of spells. Nishru. Charm personal mammal. Blade barrier. Slay living. Yeah. I think they'll start to harm each other actually with the blade barrier type of spells. Kelvin's boarding whip.
I am out of sight of others.
Yep. So we'll have to take these fights quite seriously.
I am out of sight of others.
I'm not too worried about the blade barrier, we can dispel that. But it's a thing you have to do something about.
Bark your orders already.
Leave me
I
a waste
shall
of
not
my
yield
time.
to you.
Gotta try some. My spells would serve better. This weapon is useless.
What ye? It'd be near the decision I'd make.
What do you require? I am out as you ask.
Crap.
Yes,
Be quick with
This
it.
sparrow is ready to fly. At your command, of
I'll
course.
do as you tell. But only if there be a good amount of coins of it.
Ustanza dost.
Yeah, it'll
I, my
prioritize
What is it now?
enemies that have spells.
What do you want, Grappus? Be paid well for this.
By my honor, you shall not see another day.
Be fairly vulnerable to physical damage though.
Shaw guides my hand.
A skull breaker! Me axe. Half killed for less.
Yes,
Okay, could you now?
it shall be.
I'd like to take a closer look at what we can expect. Jesus Christ. I think there's a lot of undead, yeah, that's why the group looks so large.
Eh? Aye, that be sounded
It really
right.
isn't.
What is my task?
Victory shall be ours. You know
I think
this.
we're gonna need a skeleton or two of our own.
I am out of sight of others.
I will tolerate only so much.
See what happens.
Barkiror
We are
is
going to
already-
participate
Out
in
of
this
sight of
fighting.
others.
Aye, I'll see
Want
you in.
them to go in first. They're going around.
Forsha!
Oh, I'll show you a fight.
A skullbreaker!
By my honor, you
They're
shall
about
not see another day.
a couple of thousand experience per drow.
Let's see what your guts be looking like.
So they're not that bad. As long as you can get rid of the spellcasters, it should be fine. Or priestesses.
Mayhap this a solid blow.
About time we got to business!
Yeah, 11,000 experience from that.
Jacques.
That was quite a bit more serious.
Okay. And later I'll split your gut open.
Yeah, they have special equipment. The problem with drow equipment is that it gets destroyed in sunlight. What I'm hoping is we might be able to cast.
Fate beckons us all.
Yes.
Be quick with it! Aye, the dwarf will bloody do it.
So that's an important upgrade for us. I'm surprised their equipment was this bad.
What do you find?
Yeah, and there's another weird machine that has multiple facets you can manipulate for something. Oh shit, those goddamn mushrooms. And we've been silenced.
Something up? No problem at all.
No problem at all. Just have shit.
The axe be bloody ready!
Time to move? You can count on me.
Readier than a red-cheeked maiden, my friend.
Yeah, excellent.
You asked for it.
Bark your orders, old
Battle
lady.
and victory.
Gotcha good.
A skullbreaker!
Yeah, we're in a bit of a bad situation.
Now you
A solid blow.
Abyss be paid well for this.
Yes, Abil.
We need to get rid of that before he gets himself into too much trouble.
Manus potentis paro.
On my honor, consider it done.
Yeah,
Who
it's
stands
fairly
opposed?
dangerous to start wandering about in this
Memories in
place.
such a place as this. Most unpleasant memories.
What give? Half killed for less.
What do you require? I am out of...
Okay, the illithids should be here. They're on the wrong side of this, so we don't have to really be concerned about them. As long as we don't go in there and pick a fight with them up. Okay, there's a western tunnel access here.
Be quick with it. Be near
Yes,
the
I await
decision
your
I'll
word.
make.
I am out of sight of others.
Sverfniblin. They're basically gnomes,
What do you want,
and
groundling?
they're not an evil race.
I'll do as you tell, but only if there be a good amount of coins of it.
Yes.
He's talking to us in a language I don't recognize. You there. Who are there? Stand and identify yourself and your purpose. Oh. My name is Thul, and I'm not here to cause trouble. I come in peace, as they say. You're not a resident of this place, are you? Strangers from above, then. Come here you should not, though useful you may be. You may enter, but on your best behavior be. One speak to the lord of our fair granite home. He will see to your well-being. And know this, I see the darkness you travel with. Friends of the drow we are not, but we will tolerate her here for now. Respect our peace.
I am out of sight of others.
This is very good for us. Simply because there are very few places where we could consider being more or less
Best be paid well
safe
for
to even
this.
rest. So we certainly don't want to try to cause hostilities between everyone we meet. We need allies. There's no shortage of enemies in a place like this.
I am out of sight of others.
Yes.
This passage is unpassable unless sent by the lord of this place. Speak to our lead and he may grant access. Until then, gnomish magic protects the seal. Tamper not, or you endanger us all. Okay. So sealed passages. That don't go anywhere. Go anywhere.
I am out of sight of others. What is my task? It shall be.
Bark your orders already. Aye, that be sounding right.
Looks like a cursed ring. Ring of Folly. Yeah. Goldander Blackenrock. So doesn't strictly speaking look like a city. It looks like It is a settlement of a sort, certainly, but looks a lot more like an outpost or barrack, military type of situation where everyone sleeps in the same room.
Travelers to our fair city. That would be rare enough, but you are surfacers by the look of you.
Surprising that you travel with the darkness of a drow. I mean no disrespect, but it is surprising. I find it more surprising that you swerve-nibbling gnomes risk my anger by constantly pointing me out. No offense intended, but your kind does not often come for social visits, no? Come, I would have word with you if you are willing to hear. I will trade your words. I need information about some fugitives. No? No. We don't want to start bargaining yet. Let's listen to what he has to say first. It is a matter that I would prefer to trust to an outsider. Too much swerve-nibbling blood has been spilled over this as it is. I will give you details of the task first, and you may decide if you wish to accept. I tap rock that you will. How quaint. Get on with it. As you can see, our granite home village is quite empty. I have sent the majority to deeper climbs far from here. It was no longer safe, and it is our own fault. We tunneled too deep recently and unearthed a monstrosity. A strange cavern that yielded death, a monster we have not seen outside of dreaming. The task I ask of you is simple to explain, but difficult indeed. I ask that the beast be killed and the tunnel be closed. Okay, could you not just collapse the tunnel upon the creature? The tunnel will readily collapse, of that we are sure. What is unsure is whether that would kill the beast now that it is awakened. Awakened? Please tell me that you mean it was hibernating and not otherworldly? As I said, it is a beast out of dreams or nightmares if you prefer. It is not of the rock. I do not know what to call it. Yeah, kill and bury, easy enough to say. But what will be my reward for doing it? I'm listening, but keep in mind that we are not the richest of granite homes. We are under constant pressure with the drow being so close. Okay, don't really care. I need information about the two surfacers who came through this. Surfacers other than you. Ah, I know of them, but you will have a hard time finding. They pass within the city of the drow Usnatha. Now before you ask, I may know a way into the drow city. Well, I know of a being that might help you. She could see you safely inside, but after that you would surely be dead. No offense, Maladrow, but I see you do not wear the symbols of any house that I know. You would fare no better in there, especially with your current companions. What good is this indigo she-beast if she is as much a target down here as the rest of us? Trust me, Corgan, you would not want us to vote on your worth any more than you should speak about hers. Do you hear that, Vico? The little girl protects you. Indignity after indignity. Get on with your safe alternative, Golden Deer. If such is the risk you would take, I will gladly point you in her direction. The great staircase goes to her lair. It is the blackest of all tunnels, but there is glorious light on the other side. She is called Adelan by choice, though my lady will suffice just as well. Show respect, and you will have it in return. If she is so powerful, why don't you get her to help you? Why use me? She is receptive to help, of course, but she more respects those that help themselves. She's a creature that keeps very particular company, perhaps more so than others of her kind. I'm sure she will see your concerns if you approach politely, but I fear I must restrict your access until the needs of my village are met. Of course, selfish in your generosity, admirable. The passage to her lair is guarded against intruders by a force of her design. It is the blackest of dark, preventing even the drow entry. When the beast in the cavern is dispatched, I will give you a light gem to banish the darkness of the tunnel. I carry it with me always, but I will gladly give it to you for the service. Okay, at this point you could all just kill him and take the gem, but again, I don't think the job is beyond our abilities. I could use an ally, so just sticking a knife into this bastard doesn't seem like all that smart of a move. At least we would have a place to safely rest if we are on friendly terms with these deep gnomes, I think they're called. I never recall the actual name they call themselves. Swerfniblin, something like that. Deep gnomes, much easier to remember. Fair enough. Where must I go to find this beast you need killed? I'm glad of your decision. The passage is to the northeast, guarded by one of my best breach gnomes. He will let you pass. Take this stone-shaped scroll. It is linked magically to the stone of the cavern. When the beast is dead, use this to bring the cavern down upon it. I shall make it a forbidden area forever after. Thank you, Thule. You do not know the good you have done here. You say so.
Leave me be. Stop looking at me.
Okay. Aye, I'll do as you wish. For now.
Yes.
An innkeeper. Welcome to my makeshift inn. I must say, I have not seen your like here in quite some time to come. I stand ready to offer quiet of soft beds if you wish. Ask and you shall have, you shall. Okay. Are you a shopkeeper then?
Yes.
The store is closed today, outsider. I must search for my child before I trade a single gem. Bedlen Dagglefart must be found. Is there a reward for his return? I expect no help from outsiders or the granite homes. You may say whatever, but it proves nothing about your true intent. Describing helps nothing. It don't. Here, let's do the blasted trade and be done with it. I have no time. Okay, I'll look into your child if I have the time. Nothing special here. In fact, there's special in that there's no normal weaponry. Everything is magical. Minor sequencer. Yeah, that's great. Spell immunity to at least Edwin needs it. Minor sequencer is a very low level spell. It's like 4. Yeah. We'll learn that later on. I think we already had that. So we did. I think it will fire first and second level spells. Uh, Yep. Spell immunity though, that's something we have to have. It's very important. Gistle can wait for now though. It's not absolutely critical that we have it this instant. We'll probably have to go on a shopping spree anyway after we come out of this place. There are a few shopping opportunities, new ones that will open up. I think actually one new that will open up. So very few indeed. But at that point we'll do sort of a check to see what we have and what we don't, which characters we want to keep and which don't, and do the necessary purchases to get missing things. We do want to save up some gold though, that however we end this game, everything gets directly transferred to the next one. I mean immediately with everything intact, so even the money will be useful. If we can't use it here, we can use it there.
Yes.
I have been informed of the permission given. You may pass into the depths if you wish, though I worry for the dangers you may face. Yeah. Seems pretty straightforward. We'll probably rest here anyway. This. So might as well
What is it
use
now?
up a few summoned creatures.
Guides my hand.
On my honor, consider it done. A snare has been set. A snare has been set.
I'm mainly using the normal ones because I want damage
A
instead
snare
of
has
a
been set.
disabling ability.
A snare has been set.
Another dank
A
hole
snare
with
has
which
been
to
set.
improve my
We'll
mood.
use a single
Joy.
advance,
A snare has been set.
single special trap.
Victory shall be ours. You know this. I will tolerate only so much.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
I don't know if this is strictly speaking necessary here, but I don't particularly see any reason not to.
Be quick with it. And later I'll split your cut off. What do you want, groundling? Aye, the dwarf will do it.
It's a Baldur. And I think it got mazed. Yeah. Okay, now's a good time to cast
Urgent, is it?
Freedom.
I do not care much for being prodded all the time.
Potentis.
Me axe be bloody ready.
Yeah, I don't like those. They can be used as tactical weapons in certain situations to get rid of things, but
To battle and victory.
this is where the mage that was imprisoned will appear.
Vitos!
Yeah, it's going down quite fast. It looks like a Nabasu.
My spells would serve better.
I guess it's a little bit stronger than that. It's hard to tell with demons in this game because there's so few demon models. A lot of different level demons will use the same model.
Jezebel. Manus potentis.
Bark your orders
Okay,
already.
we still need to use the earth-shaping scroll.
What gives? Be quick with it.
What do you want?
Leave
What
me
do you
be.
This
require?
sparrow
What
is
do
ready
you
to
want,
fly.
Ground
At your
Fist? Be
command, of
paid
course.
well for this.
Shouldn't there be a... Okay, let's talk to the king. Although, or whatever, leader of the city, mayor.
You are welcome back. We had worried for your safety as though one of our own were in danger.
I heard the rumblings of your battle, Thule. I'm glad to see you alive. I thank you immeasurably. With the tunnel collapse, the creature will not be disturbed again. I know it is dead, but who knows what could happen with such things. It won't trouble you anymore. Yes, and with all haste. I will not delay your own goals a second longer. Please accept this magical item as partial payment. 25,000 experience. And also the light gem. With this you will be able to pass the great stairs and enter the lair of Adelan. I wish you well. Mace. Skull Crusher. Plus 3 mace, plus 2 extra damage to humanoid creatures. It's not bad in any way. We could rest. I think we want to deal with the prisoned mage while we're at it. Might as well. We have still a decent amount of resources at our disposal, so
The axe
it
be bloody
appeared
ready.
somewhere here. Yes. Bithal.
Ah, thank you for releasing me. I was sure my destiny was to end imprisoned here forever. I've never been more glad to be wrong.
I can barely hear that, but... thank you for releasing me. I was sure my destiny was to end imprisoned here forever. I have never been more glad to be wrong. I am indebted to you. Perhaps we might be of use to each other. I had great plans before I was so rudely interrupted. Okay, who were you battling here? I am unsure of that myself, though I imagine that I simply insulted a local resident with my ignorance of custom. The value of my goal may have blinded me. Regardless, I must continue what I have begun, and would do so with your help, if you are willing. I'll consider it. Hear me out, and I am sure I will entice you. The prize is wealthy, but the finding is tricky. This spot is thin, and careful spells may breach the walls between dimensions. The other side, one might find some valuable magic, if one knows where to look. If you could aid me a bit, I would be forever grateful. There will be items enough for both of us. What exactly would you require of me? I cannot lie, there will be combat. I thought I was prepared for such, but my failure has obviously proved me wrong. With your aid, things should go smoother, though your first duties would be less dangerous by far. A few errands. Okay. Lay it on me. I apologize if I have suggested anything that would demean you, but the greatest plans have simple flaws. I can stay here and begin preparatory spells, but I cannot cast the actual dimension-breaching spells without the procedures outlined in my book of rituals. I imagine it was taken after I was imprisoned. There was Swervenibelin observing my conflict. Perhaps they took it. I cannot blame them. I'm sure I appeared quite permanently lost. Okay. I guess we'll go and fetch it. I believe there's a Swervenibelin village to the north. They may have taken my gear there. If you go, tell them they may keep everything but the book. Thank you if you can do anything. I will be at the Earth's elemental portal, softening the area with minor spells. Yeah, we're... this... Releasing the wizard does a few things.
What is it
My
now?
remorse.
One of them is they'll stop... The elemental portals will stop spawning new elementals. So if you for some reason feel the need to slaughter all of them, you need to do it before you release the mate. Also, I'll do this quick travel thing here because there's no point traveling on an area we've already cleared up. You haven't run across a lost bit of gear, have you? Belonging to a mage? You'll find a lot of in the tunnels. There's no harm in picking up what has fallen from dead hands. I do not fault your scavenging skills, I merely wish to get the book he had. Is that all? I see no problem with your recovering that little slip of pages. For a small fee of, you know. I have even kept it separate from what other inventory I might have. A curious read it is. 300 gold, too much for your purse? Yeah, I'll pay it. Did we have a trade? We do. Thank you for your patronage. This is a book of elemental rituals that is the possession of a mage called Vithal. It is of little use to any other person. Is this the... This should be the air... No, this should be the Earth Elemental Gate. Okay. I'm thinking of sticking to the agreement with this guy. I don't generally want to go going back on my deals unless there's some overriding reason, and I don't think there is with Vital. He's certainly not in no way hostile to us. Without him, we can't get to the loot, and so I think even if he keeps a part of the loot, we'll settle for what we can get.
You have returned. My work goes well, though there is only so much I can do without your help.
Yeah, I still can't really hear the voice, so I'll speak his lines again. You have returned. My work goes well, though there is only so much I can do without your help. Okay, I have found your book. Thank you. This will prove a profitable venture yet, I assure you. Now to the dangerous bit. There will be 3 gates I must enter. There will be a guardian in each, and it will not be pleased to see us. I will lure each one through in turn. Be ready with your defenses. Okay, I'm ready. Perform the ritual. Very well. Let the walls between dimensions yield to me. Let the ether be made solid that a mortal man may pass.
I feel your stare! Die! Die!
A skull breaker!
Well done. Now the way is clear for the first gate. We are close to our goal. Wish me luck.
Well done. Now the way is clear for the first gate. We are close to our goal. Wish me luck.
Shah guides my hand.
Level up for Biconium.
Bark your orders already! What gate?
Well, that was unpleasant. I cannot survive on the other side very long, which is appropriate, I suppose.
Well, that was unpleasant. I cannot survive on the other side for very long, which is appropriate, I suppose. I have acquired some of the trove, but more awaits. Come to the fire gate.
It'd be neither decision I'd make.
Ready and willing.
Be quick with it!
Something up? This way then?
Here is the second part of the journey. I will enter the plane of fire and return if I am able. Again, I ask for your well wishes. Be wary. Another guardian may protect this portal as well.
Yeah, it's the dialogue volume is so much lower than any other dialogue in the game. Here is the second part of the journey. I will enter the plane of fire and return, if I am able. Again, I ask for your well wishes. Be wary. Another guardian may protect this portal as well.
What do you want, groundling?
Now, I shall enter the fire portal.
Yes, be bloody ready! I'll do as you tell, but only if there be a good amount of coins of it.
Victory shall be ours.
I wonder what
know
we'll get
this.
from this.
Another portion of the prize is ours. Come now to the air elemental gate.
Another portion of the prize is ours. Come now to the air elemental gate.
As you desire.
As you desire.
Eh? I best be paid well for this.
Hey, where's the fool?
One more trip and we shall have all there is to have. A pity I could not have known the mage that secreted these things away. They would have made a powerful friend.
One more trip and we shall have all there is to have. A pity I could not have known the mage that secreted these things away. They would have made a powerful friend. Again, I ask for your well wishes as I pass beyond. Again, you must face a guardian first.
Bark your orders already. For the
My
Doom God,
spells
I
would serve
strike
better.
a
This weapon
blow!
is useless.
I shall enter the air.
Now, I shall enter the air portal.
I return! Ah! It's good to have the prime material under my feet. There is beauty on the other side, but it is not my own.
I return was the only thing that I could really hear properly. Ah, it's good to have the prime material under my feet. There is beauty on the other side, but it is not my home. And you, my friend, my helpful stranger, I'm true to my word. You shall receive your due, just as I have promised. 20,000 quest experience. There, I trust you will be satisfied with this supposed item. I have only taken a brief look at it. I'm sure it is worth the pains we took. A small portion of the whole amount, but worthy of your service. Enchanted Rod. I think there's a few things you can get from this. The more valuable stuff are on him, but they're not exactly all that. So in many ways, what you get from this is might be very well the most useful item. Yep. Thanks. I will, sir. It will serve you well, of that I'm sure. Farewell, my friend, and take care in your journey. What is it exactly? Rod of Absorption. Special abilities, 1 charge. Spell Absorption for 4 rounds. It doesn't last long. The rod will absorb 9 levels of spells and can defend against spells up to the 9th level. Each use of the rod expends 1 charge, so it's a spell defense. Can only be used by a cleric or a mage. Very nice. A little short duration is a bit of a problem, but in certain situations it could make a difference. Level 20 cleric. Additional weapon proficiency. Quarterstaff. Yes, sword and shield style might be good for you. Hmm. Hmm. I want to take something other than healing at this point. We're not even using the healing all that much. Maybe Bolt of Glory? Although there aren't any real demons or undead here. The one we met was an exception, otherwise the Deep Nose would have recognized it. Stone again, undead. There's not really undead here. No, this is a bad place to take these type of special things. Harm could have potential uses. Drop hit points to 1. It's very risky at the current stage, though. You'd have to be rarely guaranteed of the hit, and there isn't really a way to do it at the moment. At least I can't think of a one. So let's take the blade barrier then. Okay. We are at an interesting or very important threshold though, not quite yet. Once you get a level after you are about 3 million points, that's when the high level abilities start. And it looks like Edwin will get there first. No, Viconia will get there first. Because you need to be... Edwin will get the level up on 3 million, so he'll probably be the last one to get it. Corgan might be the first. Well, we'll see. We're very close to a level up.
I've killed for less.
Anyway, I think we'll end here for now. We still have a lot to do here. We haven't checked the western tunnels. We haven't even explored this successfully yet. We have done at least a few things here already. There's something I want to do next is to explore this machine here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 areas we can use there. And in a place like this, it'll always mean trouble. Always, always, always. So it might be still doable with the abilities we have, or we need to rest.
Aye, that be sounding right.
But I want to more or less clear content as we engage it. Not quite sure we have. At this point, we're in a good position because we have no timers on us, or nothing's really threatening us immediately. So this is a good place to do some of this extra stuff. Later on, that's not. We don't have that freedom anymore when things start to happen. So it's a good place for us to complete some of this stuff now. So you near death, unhindered, badly injured. Okay, let's see what happens here.